Who says that wings have to be basic? Today, I'm gonna be smoking some delicious maple bourbon wings. They're going to be sweet, sticky, and packed full of flavor thanks to my maple bourbon rub and a boozy glaze that's gonna have everybody coming back for seconds. I'm gonna show you step by step how to season them, how to smoke them, and how to glaze them to absolute perfection. I'm Maciek, and this is Grillin with Dad, the channel where I share my super easy and approachable grilling recipes, all made in my backyard. If you are new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you are not new, welcome back. Over the years, we've done a bunch of different wing videos on the channel, but most of them have been grilled wings. So today I'm taking a little bit different approach, and I'm gonna smoke them instead. I'm gonna make them on my offset smoker, but you can follow the same process, same method on any cooker that you have at home. The star of this video are these beautiful chicken wings. So these are the full 3-piece wings that I picked up today, plus just a few simple ingredients to make the glaze. So I've got some bourbon, I've got some maple syrup, and my maple bourbon rub. But let's move these off to the side and get started on the wing prep. We do have a pretty cool video on the channel on how to grill the perfect chicken wing, so you guys can reference that. I'm gonna link it either here or here. But these are the full 3-piece wings, meaning that they are all attached. Now you can buy party wings at the store, meaning that they are all separated, but you're gonna pay a little bit extra for that. Buying them whole like this will save you some money, and it's super easy to cut them at home yourself. So check this out. So this is a full 3-piece wing. So you have the wing tip, you have the flat, and then you have the little drum. You flip them over and you cut right in between the joint. So they are very simple, very easy to separate. See, so now you've got your 3 pieces, you've got the drum, you've got the flat, you've got the wing tip. These you can, you can toss these, or you can save them for like a chicken stock. So really up to you. But again, if you buy them whole like this, it's a little bit more economical, saves you a couple dollars, and they are, again, very easy to separate and just do yourself at home. So. All right, my wings are split up, so now it's time to season them, and we're gonna keep this, again, very simple. So first, I'm just gonna toss them in a little olive oil, and this will do 2 things. 1, it will help the seasoning stick better to the outside, and 2, it will help crisp up the skin. Now, there's a bunch of different methods and recipes for how to get crispy wings on the smoker or on the grill, but honestly, the only thing that you have to remember is that high heat or a high cooking temperature is what's gonna help crisp up the skin and render out the fat. So I'm gonna do this cook in kind of 2 steps, and I'll show you guys once we get to the grill. But you don't need any baking sodas or baking powders, none of those additional products, just some oil, some seasoning, and you're gonna get perfect wings every single time. So now for the seasoning, I'm going with my maple bourbon rub. So this is a great mix of sweet and savory, and it's absolutely amazing on chicken. And these by the way, are now available nationwide at all Ace Hardware stores and at every single Chicagoland Mariano store, which is pretty awesome. So if you want to try these out, go to your local store and grab a bottle today. But I'm just gonna season these guys pretty generously. There we go, get one side, pat that in, make sure everything is sticking, flip these guys over. These rubs are also fairly low sodium, so you can go pretty heavy with it, and your food is not going to be salty. Just really lots of delicious flavor. This recipe here is perfect now that we're in football season for any tailgating, home gating events. The weather has actually changed a little bit. Temperatures have dropped. That's why I'm wearing my hoodie today, which actually feels kind of nice. Nice little break from the summer heat. Season the other side. There we go. This rub smells so good. I mean, you can smell the maple, you can smell the spices. This is a great sweet and savory seasoning mix. Here, check this out. So that's kind of what you're going for. Nice full coverage on the wing. That is looking really nice. Now, when it comes to the smoking part, I'm gonna cook these on a wire rack. So this just makes it easier to put them on the grill and take them off. So just line your wings up just like this. You want to make sure there's a little space in between them for airflow, so don't crowd the wings on your rack, but just this is what you want to go for right here. Wings are seasoned, ready to go, so let's go to the smoker, fire it up, and get these guys on. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? You want some charcoal? No? All right, get out of here. Offset is fired up, and I'm gonna wait for the temperature to stabilize between 225 to 250 for my first portion of the cook. Now, if you're cooking this at home and you have a pellet cooker or a charcoal grill, follow the same times and temps and your wings will come out just the same way. All right, smoker's up to temp, so let's get our wings on. There we go. So cooking them on a wire rack, it just makes it easier to put them on and take them off the grill. So I'm gonna put the whole wire rack right here on the smoker. There's one. There's number two. I'm gonna close this guy up. Now I'm gonna leave them on at the 225 to 250 range for about an hour, just to get as much smoke in them as I can. Then we're gonna crank up the heat, create the glaze, and finish them off. While the wings are smoking, I'm gonna get started on the maple bourbon glaze. It's a super simple recipe and it's going to be awesome on those smoked wings. First up, we've got a whole stick of butter. Next, I'm gonna go in with a 1/4 cup of bourbon. Yeah, that looks like a 1/4 cup. A 1/4 cup of maple syrup, some apple cider vinegar to give it some tanginess, a little brown sugar, my maple bourbon rub to help bring it all together with the spices, the sweet, the savory, and finally a few dashes of hot sauce just to balance out all that sweetness. You can bring this inside, put it on the stove and simmer for about 10-15 minutes over low heat. Just let everything combine and it should be good to go. But since I got the offset fired up, let's take it to the smoker and I'll put it on the firebox and we'll cook it down that way. Let's see if this works. So this firebox gets pretty hot on top, so I'm just gonna leave it on. Hopefully in the next hour and a half, which is how long those wings will take, this should all melt down, combine, reduce a little bit, and it should be good to go. So we'll see how that works out. Check this out. So it's been about 15 minutes. Look at that. That butter has melted. I'll give this a whisk. I'm still gonna leave it on until the wings are done. I want this to reduce down a little bit more. Okay, let's take a look at the wings. Oh yeah, look at that. Getting nice on the outside. They still have a little bit to go, so they've been on for about 30 minutes, maybe a little bit less, but I'm shooting for about an hour at this kind of low and slow cook. Then we'll crank up the heat, finish them off, glaze them. These are gonna be good. All right, so it's been an hour since we put the wings on. Check these guys out. Beautiful color on the outside from the smoke. That skin is tightening up nicely. To finish these wings off and to get that skin nice and crispy, the only way, or the best way to do it, is to just crank up the heat. So I'm gonna toss in a few more logs into the offset, get that temperature over 300. 350 is kind of what you're aiming for, and that's gonna crisp up the skin, finish off the wings, and they'll be delicious. I'm all out of the full-size logs. All I've got is these big wood chunks, but these will work just fine too. Just gonna toss a couple in there. That fire is gonna get going and should be perfect for the wings. All right, it's been another 30 minutes or so. Whew. Our wings are done, and here, check these out. Pull this out. Beautiful color on the outside. That skin got nice and crispy. See, that's just all from cooking it with a higher heat. So now all that's left to do is just finish them off with this delicious maple bourbon glaze. After the wings are glazed, I'm gonna slide this back in, close the grill, and let this cook for just a few more minutes, and then we'll pull them off. All right, wings are done. Ooh, shoot, the bees are out. But before we dig in, these have to rest for a few more minutes. And while they rest, I'm just gonna brush on a little bit more of our glaze, just to finish them off. When you glaze these on the smoker, and we didn't show this in the video, be sure to get both sides. So do one side of the wings, flip them, and then repeat on the other side. You want to get maximum coverage and maximum flavor on these wings. I just want to let them rest for about 10 minutes or so. Let them cool down a little bit, and they will be ready to go. Wow, it smells so good. And there we go, wings are done, plated. I did finish them off with a little bit more of that glaze. So all that's left to do is try them out. Look at that. There we go. Wow. Oh yeah. Let me try, shoot, get out of here. Let me try the little drummy here. These are delicious. That glaze, you get that sweet right away, then you get those subtle bourbon notes, that rich buttery flavor, and that mild smoke. I mean, these are absolutely killer. Oh yeah, that glaze is so good. So this glaze is awesome on chicken wings, but you can also apply it to, honestly, any cut of chicken would be great on pork too. It's just a really good mix of that sweet, savory, sticky, rich. It is absolutely amazing. And that skin, nice little crisp to it, great bite through texture. Oh yeah, this is everything that you want in a perfectly smoked chicken wing. And there you go, smoked maple bourbon wings, perfectly smoky with that sweet maple glaze and that subtle bourbon kick that really takes them over the top. I'm Maciek with Grillin with Dad, where we keep grilling simple and delicious for the whole family. If you love this recipe, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and let me know in the comments what other barbecue boozy inspired dish I should make next. And as always, I'll see you guys at the grill. These are so good. Oh yeah. Look at that.